Triz.
Make it a night to remember. Tonight, get ready. I'm gonna make it a night to remember. Yeah. Yes. I like to say thank you for coming in my face. What was that? What commercial was that? Was that the Jolly Green Giant?
No.
Oh,
Green Giant.
You was something like that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a Green Giant. Y'all, that was before y'all time. Y'all don't know nothing about that, boy. I tell you. Good morning, Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. We are here. We have made it through the week. It is Friday, and as affectionately we call it here, F-Word Friday. F-Word Friday is where we have a fun, fantastic, fabulous, freaky, fortnight, freezing time.
Amen.
Yeah. Amen.
Yeah. It's not freezing today in here, though,
not.
for the first time this week.
However,
First time this year.
It is effing freeze. It is effing cold outside.
It definitely is.
It is cold.
Yeah.
So it was, I this morning, so I have, my house is mad rooms, and I have a space heater in the rooms that I frequent. Mm-hmm. So I use the space heater in my room, so I don't know what the weather is outside the room. Mm-hmm. When I left the room today, I can see my breath. That's how cold it was.
Yeah, no.
It's
not cool how cold it is. I mean, it is cool how, I don't know.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous, this weather out there.
This is Saucy and Friends show every Monday through Friday from 9 to 11, where we give you all of the things you need to make it on your commute or to start your days. This is where Rockstone, Triz, Miss Tony, and Hot Sauce entertain you guys for the morning. So if you are just tuning in right now, go ahead and give it up a share. Even if you can't share, call 2 friends. Text 2 friends the link. It's sparkfmonline.com. Tell them, yo, tune in. You can also listen to us on TuneIn Radio, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, all of them. Instagram. There's no reason why you and your friends ain't listening, because this is the only morning show that's going to give you all the news, both locally and world. It's going to give you all the entertainment. It's going to give you all the phone calls. It's going to interview all your favorite people. This is what we do out here.
Talk now, you can't talk. Sound of the thing now.
This what I like. This why I like when Tristan is here.
I like it.
Stamp on my messages, goddamn it. Talk the thing now. Spark FM, we are here. Quick check-in. Miss Tony, you seem kind of mellow today, kind of somber.
Yeah, I'm there. That's where I am.
¿Por qué, hombre?
It's Friday. I'm just ready for the weekend and just.
Any plans?
Nope.
Nope. Just chilling.
No.
Want to give us a little bit more information on the radio show?
There's nothing. I don't have anything else to give. This is all I got.
All right, I hear you.
She's giving all she got to give.
Giving you all that I got, baby.
That's it.
How about you, Tristan? How you doing, brother?
I'm good. You know, I'm chilling in there. I'm hanging tight. It's cold as hell outside.
Boy,
so
I tell you.
You know, this is for me. This is nice. You know, a lot of things been interneting lately, so
yeah,
I've been falling asleep watching the Epstein list.
Oh, have you?
Oh, what
Tell us about it.
Yeah, tell us what you found out about it.
Everybody's on there.
Everybody's on there, but they didn't do nothing.
No, you crazy.
What? So
What did they do?
The black
they
people.
did?
So the thing is that I only know about 4 people on the list. Number 1, which is like Naomi Campbell, Bill Clinton, Prince Henry that I just found out who he was.
Andrew.
Yeah, he nasty. He's a nasty little motherfucker.
Prince Andrew.
Prince Andrew and Michael Jackson. And then so those
David
are the only.
Copperfield is on there.
Oh yes, he was doing the magic. He was doing magic with the penis.
They were going into
Penis
detail.
puppetry.
They were going into detail with this list. Like they were talking about certain situations and all this. It's like 30 pages or something like that. The full list with everybody's names, and it went in description and stuff like that. But
like so I said, it wasn't anything like they were legit being nasty. It literally was just like
Associations.
no, they were being nasty.
Well,
Not all of them.
Oh,
Some
no,
of them
yeah,
definitely
yeah,
will.
yeah, not
But the
all of
ones I'm saying, the ones that I know, those Michael Jacksons, Naomi Campbell's, blah blah blah, they were just kind of chill. Bill Clinton is probably the one that came up the most, and that's because he and I think Epstein were good friends.
Yeah, they said he was mentioned like 50 times.
Yeah.
They said that Bill Clinton, inside the Jeffstein beach, whatever mansion, whatever the place was, that you walked inside Epstein's house, and he had a picture of Bill Clinton in Lewinsky's dress.
In it?
In the dress.
In wearing the dress?
That's what I said.
It's on him?
Are you sure that's what I said?
They said that when you walked in Epstein's house, Bill Clinton in dress. Epstein house.
So was Bill Clinton?
Painting of Bill Clinton in blue dress hung in Jeffrey Epstein's house.
Oh, look at it!
Look at it. Here's the bizarre story behind the painting of Bill Clinton in a blue dress seen at Jeffrey Epstein's house. The painting has launched 1,000 conspiracy theories, but the artist says he had no idea Epstein owned it. Given the hurricane-force storm of media attention swirling around the case of Jeffrey Epstein, the news that he owned a particularly strange work of art perhaps doesn't seem like the biggest of deals. After all, the aggressively... And what does it say about this? This particular work of art, however, features an image of former President Bill Clinton clad in a blue dress and high heels, gesturing to the viewer. Given that Bill Clinton's name has been prominently connected to Epstein, word of the painting sent the internet conspiracy machine wild. So it just has Bill Clinton in a blue dress. Is there a jizz stain on it?
No, but he's got a little leg show. Do you see it?
You see it?
Yeah, I do see it. So this artist also made a this is so stupid. He made a picture of George W. Bush's son sitting behind the presidential desk, making paper airplanes and playing with blocks.
I mean,
yeah,
accurate.
That's so good. So yeah. Oh wow, that's so funny. That is funny. Did you show the picture?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's hilarious. People are artistic as hell. And those red pumps are rather nice. You know, I do very much like them.
It's called Parsing Bill. The blue dress seems a likely reference to the blue dress that served as evidence in the former president's affair with Monica Lewinsky, the scandal that marked Clinton's time in office. Didn't he get impeached for that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
for lying.
Because
he said, I did not have sexual relationship with that woman.
Yeah.
And that was a bold-faced lie because, yes, you did.
Okay, and so...
Nasty.
Is Bill Clinton... So if you run for president, can you never run for president?
He served 2 terms.
He did serve 2 terms, but can you leave and come back?
No, it's only 2 terms that you can serve in general.
Oh,
so
if
Donald Trump
if
went once.
Yeah, if he comes back, he can only serve 1 term.
Yep,
and
one
then
more
that's-
term.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Which is stupid too, sir. You are 4 years. You are 4 years removed.
Yep.
Stay removed.
Stay removed.
You just gonna come back and do what? Leave us alone.
He won't be able to do it. So it came out today. It's more news, but we'll get into that later. More Donald Trump news came out today, so I think he definitely won't be able to do it after this.
Oh, because Massachusetts and
Well, no, it's not even that. It's now
somewhere else.
The Trump organization made about $8 million while he was in office, and you know, as a president, you cannot make money.
Oh.
Yeah, so that just came out this morning that his two sons were supposed to be running his company.
Oh yes. Go ahead.
Yeah,
say more.
but still, it looks like Trump was involved, and he.
Of course he was, because Trump is above the law.
He's awful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, with that said, people, we are going to get into the news for today. We're going to start off with our local or around the way news to find out what's happening closest to you. After that, we follow that by our national and world news, and we might have some fun today and get into some. I think we got a couple of questions that I've been building up for you guys to ask. So we'll get into that a little bit later. Let's go. Saucy and Friends in the Morning starts right now.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the Morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz. The only thing that does matter is grades.
The all-new Spark FM. Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387.
Get it? See that? That's the Harlem Shake I was doing. What a seizure. One of them. Today is Friday. It's going to be mostly sunny, high in the 36 degrees. Winds in the north, in the west northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. It is going to drop down to 23 degrees later tonight, but that is not what we should be talking about right now. We should be talking about the snowfall forecast for Massachusetts. And the storm arrives on Saturday and intensifies on Sunday. You guys that are, I've seen a couple
So when is it supposed to start?
Tomorrow. I've seen a couple of people on the Facebooks talking about, how come we ain't got no snow? Well, here it is. God damn it.
Is it though?
Good question, Miss Tony. Good question. I'll start it out and she'll finish. A winter storm watch was issued ahead of a significant snowstorm that's expected to strike Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and other New England states this weekend. Storm Team 5 meteorologists say, here she is with the weather for this weekend. This is my girl. I believe her name is Megan. And she's my friend.
Across much of the Northeast, as our storm system here is going to start lifting up the coast on Saturday. It is actually producing a little bit of snow right now into parts of Kansas. You can see there's been some severe weather down toward Houston. This is the storm that's going to head up the eastern seaboard and bump into that cold air over the interior. Winter storm watches are up in blue west of D.C., up through parts of Pennsylvania, New York State, and here into southern New England as well. They do now include the city of Boston, also Providence, and you can see they do not include areas east of 24. As you get into parts of Plymouth County, down toward the south coast, the Cape and the islands, there's going to be some rain and some mixing, and that's going to hold the snow amounts down there. But this is all going to get started on Saturday evening, and the steadiest snow will be through midday on Sunday. Thereafter, improvements will come, but the rain is going to be mixing in near the coastline, so we're watching that, and also watching the winds, which could gust 40 to 50 miles per hour on Cape Cod and parts of coastal Plymouth County as well, up toward Cape Ann. Otherwise, we're talking about 30 to 40 mile per hour wind gusts with lesser wind inland. So not too much of a concern with the wind with this storm, but where we have some heavier, wetter snow here in southeastern Massachusetts and slightly stronger winds, it could cause some issues with some of our trees and the snow load there. So we'll be watching that for you. Here's the storm on Saturday morning coming up the coast, and the track on this one still suggests a close enough pass that there is going to be some rain likely here on the Cape and parts of southeastern Massachusetts as well. So we're going to continue to kind of fine tune how far inland that mixing can penetrate.
Not too bad.
So it's going to rain. That's what I feel like. That's from what I received from her is that, this don't really got nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
We're probably going to get the heavy rain from New Hampshire Saturday evening into Sunday.
Yep.
And then we might get a couple of snows in between that. And then, that's
It's definitely not going to stick. It's not snowstorm of concern. Like, my son still won't have school because they'd be like, "Oh, the wind blew, no school today." But okay, so for everybody else, it's not a concern.
I'm sorry. Sorry, you're not gonna have no school.
Yeah, me
That's
too.
terrible. That's terrible.
Yeah.
CK is convinced, however, that the weekend starts on Friday.
Yeah.
And that he should not have to go to school on Friday because school ends on Thursday.
My boy.
I said, I'm 40 years old. I have never had it that way before. Neither will you.
I see what he's talking about.
I see what he's talking about too.
Yeah.
However, that's just not how reality works. And he's got to get over it. I said, get your ass in the bathroom, brush your goddamn teeth. You're going to goddamn school. In terrible news, which I I'll be confused. MBTA bus hits a 71-year-old woman in Chelsea. The woman was hospitalized with injuries that are not life-threatening. An MBTA bus struck a 71-year-old woman in Chelsea Thursday morning. Transit officials said leaving her with non-life-threatening injuries. The bus was turning into a cross street from Broadway around 8:45 a.m. when it struck the woman as she was crossing the street. Transit police Richard Sullivan said the preliminary investigation showed she was knocked to the ground. Who didn't see who coming?
I don't understand.
Is this her right here?
Was she tiny and the bus didn't see her?
It's right there. Look, I don't understand how he didn't see thy person crossing thy street. Because
Is that her with the bag?
Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything. I don't have anything to say. I don't have anything to say. How did you not see her? Number 2, she's in the crosswalk. She's in the fucking crosswalk. And you came across the corner and she was already halfway in the street. How did you not see her?
Oh,
she was going diagonal, but she was close enough to the crosswalk that she's technically on the
She
crosswalk.
wasn't in the crosswalk.
And imagine if she was in the crosswalk, he would have killed her. How did he not see it? Maybe he was texting.
She was about 3 steps off the crosswalk. I don't know. But
I'm not laughing at her. I'm more so laughing at the irony of why it happened. Like what was wrong?
Yeah.
The bus was turning on. She was knocked to the ground. The bus stopped immediately and the pedestrian was conscious and alert. The MBTA said that she was at no time underneath the bus. She was brought to a local hospital with neck
just
back.
knocked her down. Okay.
I wouldn't, I don't want to say this, right? But I'm just saying, it's a blessing. An MBTA spokesperson put the investigation into the crash is still ongoing, and they are sincerely wish the woman a speedy recovery and pay her money. That's it. That's all I got to say.
we got a different camera
Receive her money in her hand.
Shout out to Janet in the comment section letting us know there's a better angle. Let's check this out.
Let's see, Janet. Let's see.
Let's get this more audio.
That 71-year-old woman seen in the video,
What?
she is expected to be okay. Take another look at the surveillance video. It shows the woman crossing the street just as an MBTA bus makes a turn from Broadway. We have stopped the video just before impact.
You think
She
the
is hit,
bus
and it
man
appears that
blinked,
she ends
or
up
what
under the
happened?
bus. Another angle shows the moments afterwards with T passengers rushing off the bus to help her. Eventually, the bus inches back slightly, revealing the victim on the ground. Transit police say
Inch
she
back,
was
let me
conscious
see.
and alert, transported to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries.
I think that's horrible. I don't know how that could even happen.
Kind of shocking to me to see an MBTA hitting a person.
The MBTA says the driver has been taken out of service pending the investigation. Now, this intersection has a blinking yellow on Broadway and a blinking red for Cross Street. There aren't any walk signals
Wow.
here. Transit police are investigating.
Wow, that's crazy.
I might be insensitive, but she just got bumped down a little bit. Why is this news?
Because she's going to sue.
71 years old.
She's 71 and the MBTA bus hit her.
I feel like I got bumped down in front of Merengue one time by a white car and
Girl.
in the snow.
It wasn't
Why?
the bus.
This is what I'm saying. If it was me, I don't care if the bus swiped my jacket. I am emotionally
It wasn't a bus.
distressed.
Didn't hit me. No, if it was a T-bus, I would have been under one of the. I would have wedged
that's what I'm
myself
saying.
under one of the tires.
This is all great for her because the bus literally hit her. It hit her. Like, even if it's not like it hit her. Give her money.
Yeah.
Give her, how much she getting? 2.4 million?
I hope so.
17. She can get $750,000 and I'd be okay because I didn't get no hurt real. But you did hit me. You did hit me in almost a crosswalk, and I was definitely not walking fast.
And there was lots of video.
And there are lots of
angles.
witnesses and witnesses and video angles and all kind of stuff. So no. I'm glad that she wasn't hurt. I am glad that she's gonna get paid.
I hope so.
I hope so.
I
I would.
hope so.
Before I got up, I would have been on
Unless
the
he
phone.
get one of them lawyers that they got on Suits. Y'all gotta watch that program.
I'm gonna start it. But this would have been me. I'd have been like, Channel 5. Call my lawyer. Channel 5, call my lawyer.
Channel
Tell them
5 paid for my lawyer.
I just got hit by a MBTA bus. Y'all come down here and call my lawyer and tell him meet me up here too.
You better call Top Dog.
Top Dog Law. That is definitely. Let me go look on his page right now. Don't say his name. He ain't paying us yet.
Oh.
Don't say none of them.
Oh, sorry.
But we'll send him this clip. This could be you. We could be promoting you.
Yes, we are.
We are. So you should help us out. And that's unfortunate. Speedy recovery to that woman, and I hope that everything is well with her. In this next situation, we have a woman. 2 people were taken to. Where they was taken?
2 people taken to Cambridge Hospital
After being stabbed in Cambridge.
Damn.
What was they stabbed for? Who stabbed them?
Cambridge is dangerous.
I'm sorry, it's a Boston Globe article, and I only have that on my phone.
I have it here.
Go ahead.
Here we go. Here's the clip.
Oh, after a fight.
Square neighborhood of Cambridge. Police say that they responded to White Street about 8 o'clock last night. That's where they found 2 people with knife wounds. Both of them were taken to the hospital, and they are expected to recover. Police are still searching for the person responsible.
Y'all ever been in a knife fight?
No.
No, I must say that I have not been.
How do you get into, what is a knife fight like?
Like this.
Like, are you actively, is it like sparring, like you're actively
Remember the Michael Jackson video when they was in the train station and they was dancing, knife fight?
Was it a knife fight?
They was like holding hands with the knives and spinning each other around and things like that.
I just don't feel like that's this kind of fight.
That's kind of like a knife fight in West Side Story or something like that.
I want to go to America.
Yeah.
We got that coming up, Jen. Jen is talking about a story.
That's crazy. One time I'm in a knife fight. I remember I pulled a knife on you one time.
Well, that's because I put the laundry basket over
you locked me into the laundry basket, and that wasn't nice.
What?
You know them round laundry baskets that they used to have with the little holes in it? She was acting crazy, so I just put it over her, and she was stuck inside of it with her arms down like that.
It's not funny. It's traumatized.
I think she laid herself down on the floor and wriggled out and went and got a knife and pulled it. Pulled the knife on me.
I was a little angry. It was the biggest knife in the house, too, which is crazy. It's not my fault.
That was funny.
Siblings. 4 teens were in a speeding car that crashed near UMass Boston, leaving 2 dead and 2 injured in that. I hate reading stories
When
like
was
this.
that?
I guess yesterday.
Oh, my Lord.
According to Massachusetts State Police and Boston EMS, a call came in for a vehicle rollover on the northbound side of Morrissey Boulevard near the campus around 3:15 a.m. Wowzers. One of the victims who died was identified as a 14-year-old boy from Dorchester. The second boy who died was a 15-year-old boy from Mattapan. One of the 2 other boys who were hurt, a 17-year-old from Roslindale, is said to be in grave condition. According to state police, the 4th victim, a 15-year-old boy from Dorchester, is expected to survive.
So when they say somebody's in grave condition, that means he's about to die.
Critical.
Very
grave more?
I feel like grave, it means that they're about to.
Live for us in Dorchester. And Christine, the victims, all of them are teenagers.
At 3 a.m.
Yeah, Vanessa, sadly, we have learned 2 of those teens have died. 1 is in grave condition, and a 4th is recovering in the hospital.
I heard a car, ba-da-boom, ba-da-boom, ba-da-boom. But you're expecting to hear a crash or something like that.
Neighbors woke up to the deadly crash on Morrissey Boulevard in Dorchester after 3 a.m. Thursday.
I thought it went to the window, say, in about 10 seconds. What amazed me is that there were all these cop cars there already.
Boston police say that Hyundai had been stolen from a home on Verona Street in Jamaica Plain. 4 teenage boys had been inside. Boston police radio transmissions indicate officers briefly pursued the car after it blew a red light and wouldn't pull over. But less than a minute later, officers communicated they were calling off the pursuit, continuing to monitor with no lights and sirens as the car drove erratically, swerving across lanes on Morrissey Boulevard. About 3 minutes after terminating the pursuit, Boston police say the car had rolled over and they called for multiple ambulances. State police say a trooper on patrol on Morrissey Boulevard and not in pursuit of the vehicle saw the crash. Investigators say a gun was found in the wrecked car.
See the orange paint right there is where I think where the car started to cross the median strip.
Bob Diener found an unusual morning sight outside his window. The typically busy boulevard shut down.
I thought it was the middle of the night, and it was actually 6:30 in the morning, and the whole boulevard was closed.
Investigators say 2 teenage boys are dead, including a 14-year-old from Dorchester. Another teen was in grave condition, and a 15-year-old expected to survive.
That is
It's very sad to lose somebody, especially in that age.
I'm just like in
And
awe.
police will not be releasing the names of those who have died as they are minors. The investigation continues. We're live in Dorchester. Christine McCarthy for your local station, Boston.
Did they say where any of them are from? Or?
Yeah, Dorchester and Mattapan.
Oh,
Rosendale too.
14 to 17 years old, 3 o'clock in the morning, high-speed pursuit on Morrissey Boulevard next to the state police barracks. And 2 of the babies died. I was just reading about grave condition typically refers to a very serious or critical medical state in which a person's health is in imminent danger. So he most likely won't survive either. There was a gun found in the car with the
gun found in the car.
Jesus Christ.
14 to 17 was the oldest?
14. Yeah, 17 was the oldest. That is awful.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, oh man. And in a stolen car from Jamaica Plain.
Yep.
Like that's a wild ride. Like this, we were out wild riding. Man, we've got
that is Catherine Ford said devastating, and I think that's the word to sum it up. That's
you got to gather
absolutely
around
crazy.
your children, boy, because this is. I mean, people are just doing the most, and that story pisses me off too. I don't know why. I feel so angry about it because they're babies,
right? What were y'all doing out at that? The
14-year-old on top of that,
right.
like we don't know the living conditions of what he was dealing with, but like to hear a 14-year-old on top, like he's 14, it's a baby. Shouldn't even be out the house after 9 o'clock because your bedtime should be 9:30. That's crazy. Person attacked with okay. All right, here we go.
Lawanda says that the knife fight was 2 workers at a halal restaurant fighting a disruptive customer.
Oh, that's different.
Would you say that again?
Exactly.
2 workers at a halal restaurant fighting a disruptive customer.
A nice pure meat.
I know. They done prayed over the meat and killed it
and
ethically.
sacrificed it.
And then y'all gonna pull out knives on somebody else?
What you be fighting? Like, what would you fight the halal guys about? Like, what is it? What are we arguing about? Not enough tahini sauce.
Not enough tahini. That's exactly what I thought. Like, put some more of that on there.
Give me the white sauce.
I want tzatziki, not tahini, like that.
A person attacked with a watermelon at a New Hampshire market basket.
Yes, because
a person who was injured after being attacked with a watermelon.
Yeah.
Period. Next story. Because what are we talking about?
What?
A person was injured after attacked by a watermelon.
Was it racially motivated?
Thursday evening at a New Hampshire supermarket, according to police. Police in Tilton responded to the market basket on Market Street. It's cool. Shortly after 6 p.m. Details were limited, but police said a person was taken to a hospital with non-life-threatening injuries after being struck with a watermelon. No arrests have been made, police said, but the incident remains. Let's piece together that story. You go to Market Basket. What is happening at the Market Basket that makes you so angry that you pick up a watermelon that's off season and throw it at someone?
Because they were in the Market Basket in the produce section.
Okay.
The person kept on coming up close to them and hitting him in the back of the heel with the cart.
I get it.
And it happened more than once.
All right.
And so he just grabbed the first thing that was available, which was this watermelon.
Mm-hmm.
That's what happened.
Yep. I can see it. I can see it. Or the other day when I was in Stop and Shop, I was trying to get some chicken breast, and this couple would not move from in front of the whole chicken breast.
Yes.
And then even though I'm like, trying to reach over and just trying to not be rude, like whatever, they wouldn't move.
Yep.
Why are you in front of the whole entire chicken breast and chicken situation? Why can't both of us share?
Yep.
Why can't I get my chicken tenders and you get what you need to get? And then why I gotta wait for you to finish picking?
That's a real issue, because that happened to me the other day, and yesterday I was in Price Right, and I was just like, let me through, let me through, because it was the person here with their cart, and then one of the workers with a big old thing. So I tried to go around the other way, and the worker clearly knew that there was no end out where I was, and it's like, would you let me go in there for? So I can understand. I would have thrown a watermelon at him, the anger
Just
that
out
I
of
felt.
pure frustration.
Yeah,
I just
what,
can't.
come on now, move.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get it. I get
That's happened to. Oh, Lawanda said that happened to her yesterday too in
Yep.
Star Market,
Yep.
trying to. Oh, who's on it?
Oh, hold on.
Where'd it go? That happened to me yesterday in Star Market, trying to get taco shells. Lady would not. I don't get it. Like, move to it's common courtesy.
Well,
to
that
move to
lady
the
would have
side.
moved. She didn't understand that you was trying to get taco shells on a Thursday. She said it's Taco Tuesday. Lawanda. Duh. That's what happened there.
Catherine, you be fighting people in Somerville because you feel some type of way. I see.
Somerville, Somerville sound like they could get it crunk in Somerville.
Janet, that's not a good point.
What she said?
Was the watermelon seeded or unseeded?
Ew. When you
Do we
grab
have a
the wrong
description
melons.
of the watermelon?
Watermelon.
Oh, watermelon, get it? Boobs.
Is that what he said?
No, but that's what I want.
When you grab the wrong melons, hit them with a watermelon. Oh, wow. Everybody's so creative.
And Salil in Roxbury has officially closed
Oh, it's
after
officially
6
closed.
years. Oh, usually, which is terrible too. I usually like to get down there before they close to put a little money in their pocket and buy a little dinner. And I didn't make it. I felt like I didn't know that it was closing right now.
What I don't understand is why you won't say that name right when that was supposed to be the name of your child.
Oh, Soleil. I don't know why I keep calling it, because maybe I feel like people say it. It's like me saying salmon.
Oh, I saw a meme yesterday that said you might as well put the L in salmon because nothing matters anymore.
That's very true.
I felt that.
Yeah.
I quite enjoyed my salmon dinner last night.
It was very it was very wonderful to look at. I was very, 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 very jealous.
Thank you.
Very jealous.
It was so good. Tris, did you make salmon
I
yesterday?
sure did make my salmon now.
And you didn't take no picture.
It was very nice. No, that's like no personal plate. But why? I want to know why these businesses can't. It was on its sixth year.
And this is exactly what came into mind. Why could Soleil not survive there, but Silver Slipper has been there with no sign and only taking cash for 50 million years?
Culture and environment.
Tell me about it. Expound.
Silver Slipper has been there for a while, and it's a gathering place of the black people in the morning. Their prices have not changed in like 76 years. Everything that you know in there is what you damn know. You go in there to meet familiarity. You know what you're gonna expect. You know what the food has not changed. Nothing has changed. You know, when you go in there, you know exactly what you're coming out with and how much it costs, and you're paying in cash money. And you go in there, you meet up with all these people. Soleil, however, I do feel like it was a bigger restaurant. It needed actual marketing because of where it is. And the prices in that particular neighborhood has to be things that people can afford. And I'm not saying that those are the reasons, and maybe they were doing good, but they closed.
I think that Silver Slipper probably has been grandfathered into whatever they're paying for
rent and everything too. Yeah,
upkeep there too. I mean, I'm not knocking it. I love a Silver Slipper. I might go there
after this.
But like that. It's just really, really. Like disheartening.
Yeah.
Also, I think that you said Soleil probably needs some real marketing for that area. I feel like Soleil is just so conveniently located right there in the heart of Dudley.
But that location hasn't done good at all. It's been McDonald's there.
The only thing that has done good
5,
there,
6 restaurants.
And even what you said with the location is good, but I feel like it needs to be a faster food option, because when McDonald's was there, McDonald's used to be lit all the time, which I don't understand why they moved McDonald's.
Where was the McDonald's? It was right there.
Right there at Soleil.
It was right
really?
there.
Yeah, right at the corner. Because I remember coming from school and we going in there and buying a little cheeseburger,
the McDonald's
french
used to
fry.
be too crazy for them kids and stuff. It was kind of reckless.
What's going on?
Because even like that Yum Yum's place that's right there. that Yum Yums that's right there in Dudley is still there. Is the Dunkin' Donuts still there in
The
Dudley?
Dunkin' Donuts is still there. The Yum Yums is still there.
So you kind of think about, I mean, I guess with the ownership of those buildings as well, you know, like who owns those particular buildings, the building that Soleil was in and all that stuff. Isn't Soleil in the same building as Dudley Cafe?
Yes.
Okay.
Damn, man.
Maybe they just didn't, you know.
Every time I want some good soul food, because I've been looking good soul food. The other place.
Down home delivery.
Down home. Maxine's on
St. James.
St. James on Maxine. Maxine on St. James.
Where's that at?
Down home
On
delivery.
Dudley Street.
On a down home delivery. Lit.
And in the new co-op place, there's Papa B's.
Is that the one behind?
Yeah, Shirley Street.
Yep. Oh, that's
Where's Papa B at?
In the little co-op place that's on Shirley Street. It's a restaurant co-op, so there's a whole bunch of little restaurants inside of it.
Okay.
Well, can you can't go in there, but
Yeah,
you
you
can
can go in there.
Oh, really? I thought it was only. I want to go in there. Have
Yeah,
you
me
been in
too.
there?
I have not.
Oh, that's dope. I didn't know that you can go in.
Yeah, let me know when you
what is
go in
that
and let me know
called?
what it tastes like. What it's
What is-
doing. It's a whole bunch of different restaurants.
But the name on the thing,
It's-
co-op,
I don't know what it's called.
Shirley Street.
Yeah.
I wrote it down the other day and I told Mom, Ghost Kitchen and Commissionary Kitchen, Commercial Kitchen. There's a name. There's a name
Yeah, I
for
thought it was
it.
a co-op something.
Shirley's Kitchen. No, that's not it.
No.
It's got a name on the building. It's like Stop and Get or something like that. Oh, here it is. It's on the picture.
What does it say?
It is South Boston Bites.
Yeah.
South Boston Bites. You could pick up your food, and Tony said you could go in it. It's right on Shirley Street. It's you wouldn't notice it if you didn't notice it. So,
but it's a whole bunch of little restaurants, and it's all different kinds of restaurants you can go.
Oh, I'm looking at the interior picture of it. This is cool. Look at that.
Oh, how many is that? Because I thought it was like it's
South
like,
Boston
It's like
Bites.
6 of them.
It's like 3 or 4 of them.
What's it called? South Boston what?
South Boston Bites. Utilities. I'm trying to see what kind of food that they do have.
So I know that there's like a order from South Boston
They
Bites.
have
So if you click on the
burritos.
thing,
They have Mediterranean grain bowls.
Yep.
They have shawarma.
So there's Concha's breakfast burritos, Mediterranean grain bowls, noon Mediterranean, shawarma, chartot, chickpea Mediterranean, mini donut diva, the great grain bowls, Holy Saint Pita, Wham Bam Conchita's burrito. All right. They also have teriyaki go, Wings and Tings. I guess was in there for a little while. Wings and Tings opens today at 5 p.m. Hen House, hen chicken rice, Kin Mai rice bowls, pastas Tanya's. Ben's fast food. There's a whole bunch of
So
different
do you
things in there.
actually have to cook in there, or is it just almost like a
there's a place called Midnight
storefront
Munchies.
almost like
Yeah.
that's what the orders? How does it work? Because that's a lot of restaurants. That's
Do
not
they
that
have a
big.
prep kitchen?
Yeah, they have a whole prep kitchen. It looks like 4 of them. So that's interesting.
Yeah. So I guess it's rotating, so they don't stay in there. They come out and other places go in. So right now if you go in and click on the website, you can see which restaurants are active in there right now.
Good for them. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And that's right behind what do you call it? The meat market over there on
Taurus.
Taurus.
Yeah. And
Cram Seafood.
And Cram
yeah.
Seafood.
With that big old pink ass truck. I never
I
seen
love
that.
that pink chrome
Me too.
truck.
I
It
never
doesn't
seen it
go
on the
anywhere,
road.
though.
Yeah.
No. I think it just stays parked there. It ain't got no
Interesting.
registration.
So yes, that is our local news. I had thought, people are buying breads off all of the bread for the storm. And that makes me angry. So I'm not gonna get into that.
Why are they buying all?
Because it's a storm.
It's not a storm like that,
storm.
though.
Y'all know how these people be. You know.
I gotta go buy all the bread and all the water.
You gotta buy the milk, the bread,
Speaking of
eggs.
bread and water, what do I gotta put in my fridge to make it not empty? I don't do any cooking upstairs.
Sandwich meat, a lot of juice.
A lot of juice, huh? I
Sandwich
open my
meat,
fridge. There is
juice,
one
milk, orange juice.
If you
Those
go
are
and look
basic.
at my
Eggs,
kitchen, it looks
bacon.
like the house is like nobody lives there because there's one box of juice.
Yeah,
you
gotta.
always need some lettuce. You always need some bread. You always need some sandwich meat. You always need maybe cut some hot dogs.
Cheese.
Hamburgers.
Cheese and hot dogs. Yes.
Bacon.
I always have
sausage.
milk, orange juice, butter.
Butter.
You need butter. Cheese, sour cream.
y'all make me a list. I'm gonna go shopping.
salad
Oh, because yesterday I found my blue card.
You got money on it?
It sure do.
It sure do.
But they
That-
cut me off though. But
Oh,
they
they
cut
cut
me
you
off.
off.
But I had money on it from before.
Oh, well, you have to hurry up and use that because they'll take it away.
Shut up.
Yeah, take it away.
They do. They take it away if you don't use it after a certain time.
Oh no.
Terrible.
Yep.
We're gonna go to a quick commercial break and we'll be right back in a few moments. Keep it locked right here. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
The all-new Spark FM.
Them no like me, I mean I like them.
Spark FM.
Come on. Ha, stick it in your ass.
Spark FM.
Y'all, chicken man be ballin'. Beef, chick, pigeon toe. Some of them be crawling.
Spark FM.
Oh gosh. It's me again.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
Want to give your baby a head start? Get the best protection against flu and COVID-19. Because their immune system isn't fully developed at birth, babies need additional protection. When you get vaccinated while pregnant, it can keep you and your baby from getting sick. As they get older, this can result in more time in school and daycare for them, and more productive time at work for you. Vaccines are safe and effective for children as they grow. No matter where you are on your pregnancy journey, flu and COVID vaccines can boost your and your baby's natural defenses and protect your family. Stay up to date with your vaccines. Stay healthy. Talk with your trusted healthcare provider today. Brought to you by the Boston Public Health.
Finally Home is a must-read step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time home buyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, home ownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
Spark FM.
I know you nasty. She be touching on her own body.
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM.
Says she wanna take me away. Says she wanna take me away. Says she wanna show me the way.
Join us on Facebook and Instagram at sparkfmonline.com. Turn us up. Spark FM.
Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. We are here. We just got through our Around the Way news. Up next, we have Miss Tony with our national and global news. What you got for us, girl?
Oh, the family of the slain pregnant woman insists she wasn't on a drug buy when she was killed. We were talking about this yesterday.
Yes, tell me more.
This story is not in our news. I just happened to come upon it. The brother of the pregnant teen killed in possible narcotics deal that went bad says she didn't use drugs. The suspect in the deaths of Savannah Soto and boyfriend Matthew Guerra was picked up in San Antonio. An affidavit for an arrest warrant revealed more details about the killing. Hold on just a second. Let me pop this in there so Tris can play the clip for you all. Oh, there we go. So it says the family of a pregnant Texas woman killed in what investigators believe was a narcotics deal that went bad insisted Thursday she didn't use drugs and was unduly influenced by the man killed alongside her. So they did say that her boyfriend was a bad hombre because there were suspicions that he had actually killed her. So San Antonio police arrested 2 men in connection with the slayings of Savannah Soto and Matthew Guerra, who were found shot to death inside his car just after Christmas. Go ahead.
It's a clip.
Killed the young couple, and that 53-year-old Ramon Preciado helped move the bodies. Police say the victims were 18-year-old Savannah Soto, who was about to give birth, and her 22-year-old boyfriend Matthew Guerra. They were found shot dead in a car in San Antonio last month. NBC News correspondent Guad Venegas joins us now. Guad, first, just walk us through what happened. I mean, how are sort of the father and the son now connected to this couple?
Morgan, we still don't know what type of connection they could have had. Now, authorities did say overnight that they believe this is the result of what could have been a drug deal gone bad. They've also shared a timeline. Authorities believe that they were murdered on December 21st. And then days later, Savannah's family contacted authorities. She was set to be induced in the hospital, as we know that she was pregnant. And then it was 3 days after the date she was set to be induced that the bodies were found on December 26th. This video, which we see, this is an image of a video that authorities released on the 28th, and it showed the vehicle in which the 2 bodies were found next to a pickup truck, in which the man now detained, the suspect, appeared walking outside of that pickup truck. Now, when authorities found the bodies, they also recovered Savannah's cell phone. The police says that they used that cell phone with the help of the Secret Service to track down an address where they found both suspects who have now been detained, Morgan.
Oh, what are the charges, Guad?
So we know that the father, Ramon Preciado, 53-year-old, is being charged with abuse of a corpse, and his son, Christopher Preciado, who's 19 years old, is being charged with capital murder. Those are the charges we have now. But because she was pregnant, Savannah, the victim, authorities do say that more charges could be coming forward as they look into this case.
And when we see those potential charges coming forward, what sort of happens next in the case? What is the timeline going forward?
So the arrest was announced overnight. In fact, we also saw some video of the moment when Ramon Preciado was walking in front of the media. And that's when we learned most of this information of how they had found them. So the district attorney's office is still looking into the facts. And of course, the next thing would be to see if they're going to face any charges because of that unborn child. And then I guess moving forward, they would continue with that legal process. But there's still more details to be shared by authorities, Morgan.
All right. NBC News correspondent Guad Venegas for us there. Guad, thank you.
What's his name? Guado.
Guado.
Oh, Guado. Oh.
What's the one in Teresa Mendoza?
Guado.
Guero. And that mean white?
I don't know. I thought it was
because I thought that
I
feel like I've heard that a lot, and it means like white Spanish white.
Something I was watching. Yes, it does.
Yeah, like white Spanish man. What was it?
Yeah, we were watching something the other day where they was talking about the Guero. I don't know. Oh, Tommy. They kept calling him that.
Guero, yes. Okay. That's very interesting.
So the bodies were just sitting in the car in the parking lot for days before anybody noticed?
I guess my question also is, what the hell pissed off a 19-year-old so much, even if it was drugs, that you would shoot this super pregnant lady?
Yeah.
Like, even if you shot him, you don't want to not shoot the super pregnant one?
No, because you can't have no witnesses.
Oh, you don't leave nobody behind.
Yeah.
Nobody left behind.
Awful. Yesterday, we had the breaking news about the school shooting that was happening in Iowa.
Oh, yes.
A 17-year-old killed a 6th grader and wounded 5 others in Iowa school shooting, the police say. A 17-year-old opened fire at a small-town Iowa high school before classes resumed on the first day after the winter break, killing a 6th grader and wounding 5 others Thursday as students barricaded in offices, ducked into classrooms, and fled in panic. The suspect, a student at the school in Perry, died of what investigators believe is a self-inflicted gunshot wound, an Iowa Division of Criminal Investigation official said. Authorities said one of the 5 people wounded was an administrator, later identified by his alma mater as Perry High School principal Dan Marburger. Authorities identified the shooter as Dylan Butler, 17, and provided no information about a possible motive. 2 friends and their mother, who spoke with the Associated Press, said Butler was a quiet person who had been bullied for years. So what he killed the 6th grader for? You think the 6th grader bullied him?
And what did he say to make you upset?
I don't know.
The shooter has been identified as 17-year-old Dylan Butler, a student at Perry High School. Butler was armed with a pump-action shotgun and a small caliber handgun. There are 6 victims, one of them who is deceased. That individual was a 6th grade student at Perry Middle School. The other 5 are being treated at area hospitals. 4 of the surviving surviving victims are students, and the 5th is a school administrator.
He was a good person. He was hurting. He got tired. He got tired of the bullying. He got tired of the harassment. Was it a smart idea to shoot up the school? No. God, no. And I am mad at him for that. Lord knows I am mad at him for that. But do I...
That's a passionate child.
I want her to shut up. I get it. He was bullied, and that is terrible, and that is traumatic, and that is all the things. But you being bullied does not compare to you shooting and killing people.
And I really want to know, like, was the 6th grader just a random victim? Was he just shooting at random, or was he targeted? Will we ever know? We will never know.
No, we will never know.
We will never know.
And it's sad.
It is. It's really
That's
sad.
awful.
I hate that.
Golly.
More than 20 injured after a subway train in New York City derails. Derails, crashes with another train. More than 20 people were injured Thursday after a subway train in Manhattan. Metro MTA officials said a subway train with 300 people crashed into a work train on West 96th Street in Manhattan around 3 p.m. Thursday. The crash caused the work train to derail. 24 people were injured, officials said. An internal police report obtained by the Times said at least 8 people were taken to the hospital, but their conditions are not believed to be serious. How serious would your condition be if you were in the train?
Who you asking?
Child.
You asking me?
That one there now.
They would have had to haul me. They would have had to fly in a helicopter.
They would have had to resuscitate me. And they'd be like, ma'am,
ma'am,
you're fine. Just breathe. I would have had to be resuscitated. The work train was switching tracks at the time of the crash, the report said. 4 transit workers were on the work train at the time. The crash caused major disruptions during the afternoon rush hour. Metropolitan Transportation Authority officials said that the 1, 2, and 3 metro lines were affected the most by the crash and had no service for most of the afternoon. In other tales of transit authorities or transit things going bad, a man is killed after being pushed onto the tracks in front of an oncoming train during a fight in Philadelphia. Me and Tristan were watching
this was
video
recently?
Yesterday. Mm-hmm. We were watching this footage this morning. It's quite jarring. A man in Philadelphia died when he was pushed onto a subway tracks and into the path of an oncoming train during a fight with another man Thursday night. The video is very graphic. You can see exactly.
Disclaimer. If you do not want to see it, I will avert your eye. I would suggest you avert your eyes somewhere else. I'm going to peep through my fingers because I don't want to see it.
Yeah, Go ahead. Do you want to play it?
Yeah, it's loading up.
Okay. The death occurred blocks away from the University of Pennsylvania at the 34th Street SEPTA station in University City around 4:30 p.m. Disturbing footage captures the moment the two men argue just steps from the platform's edge as the train is heard approaching the station. A man wearing a dark coat and a black hat lands 2 punches on the victim, causing the latter to tumble over into the tracks. Horrified bystanders scream at the Market Frankfurt line. Train pulls into the station seconds later with the man on the track.
This is my other thing, right? Am I that angry that I can't realize that we're fighting near the train tracks and that one of us could fall and die? Or am I fighting to kill? When you fight, do you fight to kill?
I don't think so. I don't think that this man pushed him.
I think they was fighting.
They were fighting and he fell onto the tracks is what I think. I don't think that he was pushed, but I'm sure that, that man will have to face some charges.
Oh, okay. Here goes the clip. Be easy. What disclaimer?
Verbal fight before punches are eventually thrown. We've paused
It's a
it
big
before
man.
the victim falls onto the tracks. Officers say someone is detained tonight. Eventually thrown. But you can see the 2 men there. In
So what happens in the video that we saw is that he fell when he hits him. You see? Okay, so watch.
Onto the tracks. Officers say someone
right there.
He hits him 2 times, and then the guy falls onto the tracks, and then the train comes right in right after.
Right.
And the train wasn't going fast either.
Yeah, because when it's coming in, it got to slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What's his name?
I don't know.
Kapana.
Kapang.
Kapana. Masquaki. Yeah. Was his last name. So that you can, I'm sure you can see that video all over the internet. You're right, Cece. Cece, my nail tackle.
Oh, Cece from the nail. Hey, Cece.
She's up in there. Cece said so much going on this week. If y'all see my nail. Look at my nail.
That's nice. That's nice.
And this one glows in the dark. That was a surprise that Cece gave me.
Oh, they got glow in the dark nail polish down there? I'm going to get that today. Cece, book me an appointment with
somebody said it seems like self-defense. Schneider said it seems like self-defense. It does kind of seem like that. Did you see how big that man was? He had the little man hemmed up in the wall.
So I thought at first that it was going to end up being the little man because the big man was so big. And already I came in with thinking, this is not a fair fight. Yeah. That big man is very big.
Yes.
And then he's the one that got damn.
He fell onto the tracks. I don't think he was. Yeah. In my opinion, he wasn't pushed. Christmas trees that went unsold this holiday season get a second life. Oh, that is so nice.
To do what?
At a zoo in Berlin. A zoo in Berlin, Germany found a way to repurpose Christmas trees.
Watching Berlin now.
That did not. Oh, are you? I'm gonna watch. I'm so into Suits.
I'm going to get into Suits, too, because I heard Suits is so great. But, yes, keep on.
They did not find... On Thursday, the Christmas trees were unwrapped and given to elephants and other animals. Oh, they gave them to the animals. The elephants tore the branches off with their trunks before either eating them or adding them as decor to their habitats. The elephants was in there decorating. The reindeer sniffed the trees, and the European bison nestled into them before eating them. That is sweet.
That is wonderful.
I love it.
I love that kind of Christmas.
Me too. The Christmas tree treats at the zoo has become an annual event. The zoo doesn't accept Christmas trees from the public due to chemicals or decorations that may have been left in the trees. But they do take. That's a sweet,
feel-good story.
That felt really good to say. Alleged romance scammer is accused of stealing what? What did he steal?
Twat.
Stealing twat. $300K from a Massachusetts woman. $300K? How?
I just always wonder, where can I find these women who need companionship and have an extra $350K laying around that they would be okay with throwing at me?
And what do you say to somebody to get $300K from
that
them?
name looking real familiar.
Nikisha Lewis, right?
We know a Nikisha Lewis. It's one of them. Yeah, it's one of them.
It is one of them.
No, it's not one of them, but we just know that name.
Prosecutors allege Nikisha Lewis.
She ain't gonna have no $350,000 to be given to no.
No, she's the one who got it.
Yeah, she
Oh, lit.
Yeah,
Go read the story.
Prosecutors allege Nikisha Lewis participated in a scheme to steal from a Plymouth woman who thought she was in an online relationship with a CIA agent and diamond magnate. What? What'd you say to me? What you mean?
It just means that we've got to do a better job in society with making women feel not alone. Because you on the internet, you found a little CIA agent, and he happened to need $350.
I mean, I feel like I may have been swindled out of hundreds of dollars as well.
And that makes you feel terrible.
I know. I deserve compensation. A New York woman was indicted Tuesday after allegedly taking part in a romance scam to steal more than $300,000 from a Massachusetts woman who believed she was in an online relationship with a CIA agent and diamond magnate. Nikisha Lewis, 42, is facing charges of larceny over $1,200, receiving property over $1,200, and money laundering. It was not immediately clear whether she had an attorney who could comment on the charges. Online court records indicate... I thought this was a picture of Nikisha Lewis coming up down here. But it's so big. Online court records indicate Lewis previously pleaded not guilty to similar charges during her arraignment in Plymouth District Court in March of 2023. Her indictment shifts the case to Plymouth Superior Court. According to the court documents, the alleged victim told investigators she met Richard Cobstar through Facebook in the summer of 2020. The Plymouth woman explained that she sent Cobstar a message commenting that he looked good for his age, given Facebook listed his birth year as 1906.
That would make him approximately 96.
Wouldn't he be over 1906?
1906.
So he was over 100 years old. Through this initial message, Cobstar explained to the alleged victim his date of birth listed on his Facebook page was false, and he was actually a CIA agent attempting to conceal personal information. The pair communicated on a daily basis via telephone and text messages, and Cobstar reportedly claimed to own a mining company.
No FaceTime at all?
Yeah, well, they were on the phone and text messages. Wow.
Nope. That's exactly how you get scammed.
People be setting themselves up to be catfished and then really believe in the catfish.
I'm triggered.
Forever.
I'm triggered. However, I knew my catfish was a catfish.
And you weren't catfished out of $300,000 and for years.
Bro, it wouldn't have happened.
Child. First of all, I think everybody you meet online is either a serial killer or a catfish all the time anyway.
100%.
All the time. Are they fighting? Oh, they play fighting.
I don't understand how. I'm trying to understand how this is.
Reportedly claimed to own a mine company. Prosecutors allege Cobstar convinced the Plymouth woman to invest in his company and prompted her to send large sums of money through checks, cash, and wire transfers addressed to Lewis, his purported assistant. She continued to send him money over the next year.
What was the reason that she was sending him money?
He convinced her to invest in his company.
Oh, okay.
And so she started sending him money. She continued to send Cobstar money over the next year, cashing out her retirement account and stocks and even switching banks after staff suggested that she may have fallen to a prey to a scam. They warned her.
Oh, so they said, ma'am, I think that you're being scammed. And she said, F you, I'm taking my money
I'm taking all of my money out of this bank. Lewis fraudulently deposited these payments into her own business account at Wells Fargo Bank and quickly concealed them by rapidly withdrawing the stolen cash from random ATMs. That's how you do it. By December 2021, the alleged victim began to suspect she had been scammed. So, by December 2021, after 1 year and 1.5 after, she went to Plymouth Police on March of 2022. 3 months later, and authorities launched an investigation that would eventually span thousands of financial records. The investigation found that Lewis acted in joint venture with unknown other individuals and had allegedly used the funds to travel, buy groceries, pay utility, credit card, and mortgage bills. What else are you supposed to do with it?
I mean, yes, I'm going to use the funds to be funded. Because that's what I'm scamming for. I'm not scamming to invest it. I'm scamming to use it.
What do you think I'm going to work?
Yeah, I'm getting $350,000.
According to court documents, Lewis allegedly told investigators that she allowed her ex-boyfriend to use her bank account and claimed that he would deposit money into the account and ask her to withdraw certain amounts. That's right. Blame it on her. Lewis will be arraigned on the new charges at a later date. She was like, it wasn't me. It was my boyfriend. We broke up. I don't have no ties to him no more. Well, it was a good run.
It was a good run.
It was a good run.
It was a good run, and that's awful.
All
and
good things gotta come to.
I don't want to scam anybody. I just feel like there are people that are clearly interested in investing in businesses, and would prefer to invest in the business of a faceless man that's a woman? Like,
Faceless
what is
romance.
Like, that's crazy to me. I need to. Where was this person located?
She was in Massachusetts.
No, New York.
No, the girl was from New York. This lady was from Massachusetts.
The scammer or the scammy?
The scammer is from New York.
Yeah.
The scammy is
Oh,
from Massachusetts.
so right here in Massachusetts, in my own back freaking yard.
What Vicky say? Vicky say all the rich white people live right here. Right here.
Yep, in
She did say
Dorchester.
that. She said there's
All
no reason
y'all
why all
gotta
of us
do-
shouldn't be dating a dentist.
Go down Boylston, go down Newberry Street, go down to Seaport, and talk to a couple people, date some people. You'll find a millionaire.
I am.
2 weeks.
No problem. I am.
And our very last story at WTF, an exploiting toilet at a Dunkin' store in Florida left a customer filthy and injured.
And sued.
A customer who claims he was injured by an exploding toilet at a Dunkin' store in Central Florida has filed a negligence lawsuit against the coffee chain. Paul Kiroka is seeking more than $100,000 in a lawsuit filed Wednesday in state court in Colorado, claiming he suffered severe and long-term injuries following the explosion of a toilet in the men's room of a Dunkin' location in Winter Park, Florida, a year ago. After the explosion left Kiroka covered in human feces, urine, and debris, and his own vomit, because that's what it would have been for me. He walked out of the men's. I would have vomited and shit myself.
I would have done it all. I would have died. Just kill me
coming
dead.
out of every orifice of me.
Yes, and I'm suing.
And I'm suing.
The name of the game is sue.
He said that he walked out of the men's room seeking help from workers and the store's manager, according to the lawsuit. An employee told him that they were aware of the problem with the toilet since there had been previous incidents, the lawsuit says, without diving into further details about the explosion.
That's disgusting.
When contacted Thursday by email for more details on his injuries, his attorney said he was tied up and couldn't answer the questions until the following day. The Canton, Massachusetts-based company did not immediately respond to an email seeking comment. The lawsuit says he suffered bodily injury and has required mental health care and counseling since the incident of January of 2022. That is the news that I have for you all. That he had a shitty day.
He did. He's that terrible. Bye. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. We'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Let's start with the big question.
Who are you? The all-new Spark FM.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
Want to give your baby a head start? Get the best protection against flu and COVID-19. Because their immune system isn't fully developed at birth, babies need additional protection. When you get vaccinated while pregnant, it can keep you and your baby from getting sick. As they get older, this can result in more time in school and daycare for them, and more productive time at work for you. Vaccines are safe and effective for children as they grow. No matter where you are on your pregnancy journey, flu and COVID vaccines can boost your and your baby's natural defenses and protect your family. Stay up to date with your vaccines. Stay healthy. Talk with your trusted healthcare provider today. Brought to you by the Boston Public Health.
Finally Home is a must-read step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time homebuyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, homeownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
Boston's new home for urban Caribbean music. Spark FM. Spark FM. Playing all your favorite hits from reggae. Spark FM.
Where you are gonna see your million. We got the Congo long just like the Aman.
Spark FM.
I know the life is not easy. We'll say we are for winning. Walk with the camera like Jesus.
Soca. Hip hop. R&B.
You could do damage. You could do damage.
Afrobeats and much more. Spark FM. Spark FM.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Trees.
Dance a blink, show them one time. Dance for your dance, we no commit no crime. Yeah, them no want to live like overdose cancers a celebrate life. Active, immortal, them they a thumbs up every night. And the dancers, them a make a statement. Foot them a beat up the pavement. This a the dance of them segment. No, I saw all of the hot girl them fi there. TNT a kick it way. Shelly Belly, you know what John Wick him say. This a the dance of them segment. Try stop with food Marvin, going a be smooth and DJ turn it up. Dance up, have the place burning up. Why did not stop dance till him burning up? This a the dance of them segment.
Dum dum. Oh, I like this. I'm getting into it.
Little theme music.
Oh yes, 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 oh yes. That's the furthest I got in my writing, and I wasn't ready.
I mean, but there's some songs that go just like that the whole time.
Very true. Spark FM Online, sparkfmonline.com. We are streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, X, sparkfmonline.com, Facebook, all of the things. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Go ahead and give it a share as we get into the entertainment news. Find out what's going on with your celebrities. Yesterday we had a long conversation about Cat Williams, and that conversation is still ongoing in general.
11 million views.
11 million.
That is where that video is at. That's
in 2 days.
2 days. Not even 48 hours still.
Wow.
Still not 48 hours.
11 million. To be honest with you, I think that it was such a great marketing experience that people just talking about it online
14 million views.
14 million views.
When I went to sleep at 1 a.m, it was at 11 million views.
I had no intention of watching it. Like, for some reason, I was just like, whatever, I'll just get the cliff notes. And because people were so much talking about it, I was like, I will sit down and watch the whole thing because I want to see everything. It's interesting.
I'm I think I might have to play it in the background. I did find an article here that has 4 big takeaways from the Cat Williams big Club Shay Shay. I don't know if y'all want to if you want to get into that and see what that says there.
Yeah.
4 bombshells from Cat Williams interview that we're still scratching our heads about. During the wide-ranging, unfiltered sit-down, the iconic comedian journeyed down memory lane to unleash loads we didn't know we needed. So, what are the 4 takeaways? He claimed responsibility for removing a rape scene from Friday After Next. We did get into that yesterday. For Williams, seeing a black man being portrayed as a sexual assault victim for laughs is a no-go. Therefore, he alleges he petitioned to remove that scene from the 2022 film that stars Ice Cube, Mike Epps, and the late John Witherspoon. The truth of the matter is that Money Mike in the original script got raped in the bathroom, Williams said. After that, he got into a campaign to take the risk in front of the studios and the cast and the powers that be to ask for the scene to be respectfully removed. Rape is never funny, no matter who it happens to and what the circumstances are. Number 2, he said Ricky Smiley wanted their roles in Friday After Next to be swapped. Ricky Smiley did comment on it on his Instagram yesterday.
Yes,
Did you play that yesterday
I did.
morning or did he? Okay.
It was.
Yeah. So it says on Thursday's episode of the Ricky Smiley Show, the eponymous host set the record straight against Williams' allegations. Ricky Smiley says, I went out to audition for the Friday After Next as Money Mike, not to Santa Claus, and that is the honest truth. Additionally, Smiley appeared on Shop's podcast last year when he discussed how he got the role in the movie. He said, I had no reason to go on and lie. The next thing, he alleged Cedric the Entertainer stole his jokes. He did say that. We talked about that yesterday too, I think.
And that was proven too because there's videos that surface of Cedric performing the same exact
joke. It wasn't
joke.
the same joke. It was just it wasn't
Was
the
the
same.
joke inspired from Cat Williams by Cat Williams?
I guess you could say something like that. But they weren't there. I watched both of the jokes too. They weren't exactly the same. It was just they were doing the same movements, body movements, and you know, it's less like that. Yeah.
So Cedric the Entertainer, I guess, says that he has tried to connect with Cat Williams, but to no avail. He says, when I responded to him, he didn't respond back to me, and I left it at that. And number 4, he accused Steve Harvey of pocketing his homeless narrative to become famous. When Williams was 12 years old, he left his family's home in Dayton, Ohio, and hitchhiked on the back of a truck to Miami, Florida, where he became homeless. Steve Harvey has also been exceptionally candid about his humble beginnings when he lived in his car, but as Williams put it, Harvey's struggle story is nothing more than cap. Steve Harvey telling people he used to be homeless, that's my story, that's not his story. He continued, Steve Harvey was never homeless. Mark Curry was touring with him 25 years ago. He was making $3,000 a show and doing 5 shows a week. Harvey has yet to respond to Cat Williams' allegations.
You think Harvey's on his radio show probably?
Does he still do a radio show?
He does a really great morning
he's
show.
definitely going to respond. He's going to respond, and you know it's Steve Harvey. You got it.
Because he did. He responded. He responded on his show too. When they were saying all those rumors about his wife and stuff like that, he really addressed it on his show. So I think that, like Tristan said, I think he's gonna produce it well and then make sure that he has gathered all his thoughts. Probably watch it a second time and go in, which is gonna be interesting.
I mean, it's like, I don't know how can you, if you don't know somebody else's story, if you didn't live with me, you can't tell me You know what I mean? It's homelessness. Why are we arguing about who was homeless or not?
My thing is with homelessness, and y'all hear me out now. It do seem to me that in order to really make it, you have had to suffer some type of homeless or some type of...
Harvey used to say that all the time. He was like, I need to go through something rough so I can have a story to tell.
That was me. Like that. That's like all the time. Like, I got to lose something hard, like an arm or something like that in order to be able to make it. Because like Issa Rae talks about it like a lot too. Like she grew up with a doctor and a teacher or a lawyer or something like that. And she was like, I didn't go through the struggle that other people have gone through. So like it almost makes it seem like it's not like a worthy enough story. But I just feel like, like all the time you gotta go through homelessness and walk through the fire before you can do anything. Saggy. On the Breakfast Club, why are celebrities attacking each other?
Yeah.
I mean,
Why the black ones? Why the black ones doing it? We the ones that don't need it. We the last ones that need this type of shit.
I can't wait for a Cat Williams special or whatever it is that to come out so he can explain to. I want to know what happened. What triggered you, bro?
Yeah.
Nothing. Little man syndrome.
But no, randomly at the beginning of the year, like in an interview, he's done many interviews before.
I watched, not really. Cat doesn't do interviews at all. The last one he did was Larry King like 4 years ago.
He went on to the People radio show 2 years ago.
No, that was like 6 years ago.
That was not 6 years ago. He
The
talked
one
about it in this
the
with the
South?
lady with the
That was like 6 years ago.
Really?
Do the math. Man. That's like
uh-huh.
at least 5-6 years ago.
What happened?
When he was on with Red Grant, I forgot the name of the lady that he's talking about. That Danielle's.
It's Cheryl. It's the same name as Wanda. Wanda somebody.
Wanda someone. Yeah.
Wanda.
But yeah, I don't know. To me, it doesn't make a lot of sense. It's just y'all. It seems like you're in a bitter space. And Shannon came on yesterday, and Shannon had a show with Ocho. Him and Ocho discussed the whole thing yesterday. They were live last night.
Ooh, what'd they say?
I like that dynamic.
And he was saying that Cat came in there saying that I appreciate the platform. You've allowed everybody to come on here and say their piece. I'm coming on to say my piece. He said Cat Williams came in there on fire.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, from the beginning of the interview, he was like, "We didn't even start yet."
He said before it started. Before it started, that he was already fired up, and that when he came in there and when it started, Shannon was trying to figure out. All right, he saw where the interview was going 10 minutes in. He was trying to figure out as a unprofessional journalist. He says he's a conversationalist.
Yep.
He was trying to figure out how to pivot the conversation, and at a certain point, he just realized, like, you know, he felt comfortable to come on this platform and to talk, to give his piece, so he was gonna allow him to say it.
So let me ask you a question, both of you guys. Do you guys feel like and like remember when Kanye went on Drink Champs and everybody was like how Nori shouldn't have given him the platform to just go on there if Nori wasn't going to direct the conversation. Do you feel like it's almost the same thing, or is that completely different?
I was absolutely comparing it to that conversation. It was pretty much the same thing to me. To me, it was the same.
Because I remember you having a problem with that too, like owning,
just let him have the show.
Yeah, you just let him have the show.
I mean, because at a certain point, you have to understand that, if you're a man with morals, then you gotta stand on your morals. You can't just. To me, I would have been like, brother, you're attacking your community. You're doing the harm you're doing right now isn't really helping out. You could have pivoted something. And I mean, I get it. Yes, it's going viral and all that. But if you're a man of morals and stuff like that, you could have still.
But how did that have to do with his morals, though, by letting someone speak their truth?
Who? Shannon Sharp.
Shannon Sharp. Like, if I have a podcast that I invite all of these people to, how am I supposed to tell you that you should not speak your truth how you see it?
And you know what? I actually take some of that back, because I did see there were a couple of moments where Shannon was trying to reel him back in, but. You know, Cat Williams he's just kind of loose.
He's Cat Williams.
He's loose.
Yeah.
He loose.
Yeah. I think that it was for Shannon's brand and for Shannon's podcast, it was a good look.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know that,
and that's the same. And it's weird because I felt some type of way about Nori too, but I guess it was an explosive interview. And to be honest with you, like, if you're a podcaster of that sort, that's literally what builds your brand and what gives you, that's your bread and butter. When somebody like that comes on and helps you to get 14 million views, that's probably the most views that Club Shay Shay has ever gotten.
Yeah,
absolutely, of course.
So like that for me, bro, I just sat here and let this man talk his truth. So same thing with, I don't know. I get the thing. I get it. Yeah. From all angles, I guess. Yeah. And I think it was great marketing. There was influencer marketing, all of the comedians he went after.
And everybody
it was
responded swiftly.
entertaining. Yeah, it was entertaining. It was thought-provoking. It made you think, I didn't realize 2018 was that far away. Yeah. That's crazy.
5 years, yeah.
But we lost 3 to be in COVID. So I guess we got to do the math. But yeah. No, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Wow. Go ahead.
But my brother Cat just seems like he needs to see a therapist. Or maybe a few of them.
Yeah, like he's got to sit down with somebody.
Maybe a psychologist.
Get a little pills. Oh, but he's a little drug.
Yeah, he needs to talk it out. And maybe that was therapy for him. Maybe that
that's true too. I do think it's so.
Podcasts are absolutely therapy.
100%. Miami Dolphin star Tariq Hill mansion fire sparked by child playing with a lighter. Nice. CKB like, is this what you and Daddy use?
Uh-oh.
What? Honey, that's for my candles. Yep. The fire that ripped through Miami Dolphin star Tariq Hill's sprawling Florida home Wednesday was sparked by a child playing with a lighter. Davie Fire Rescue Fire Marshal Robert Taylor said, Robert Taylor said Thursday the blaze was ruled accidental, that it was caused by the child playing with the lighter in a bedroom. There were no injuries. Firefighters were called around 1:55 p.m. at Hill's home in Berkshire County, a gated community in Southwest Ranches. Taylor told NBC News on Wednesday that Hill wasn't home when the fire started, but that the members of his family were, and that they were able to evacuate safely before help arrived. Thankfully, it was called in quickly enough that we were able to get to it and aggressively be able to contain the fire to the area. So it was only just his room that caught it. Also, the 7-bedroom, 8.5 bathroom home was purchased in May 2022 for a whopping $6.9 million American dollars.
Wow.
That's a lot of money, boy.
It didn't burn all the way down?
No, it's just that bedroom.
That's crazy.
It's interesting. It's news too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the house burn down on house rooms. Go down all the time. Scarlett kicks man out of her apartment after underwhelming sex. He put 2 strokes in.
I like this girl.
Let's listen to what she has to say, because she's probably spitting some.
I don't know if we could play that on the thing.
I'm gonna beep it out, Tristan.
Okay.
Oh.
Don't you worry.
Are y'all ready for this?
I got you.
Gotcha.
Ready for? I'm gonna block out all of the cursing.
Fucking you again? I'm not fucking nobody.
Oh, it's already cursed. It's already beeped.
Why are you still here?
Why are you kicking me out like that, bro?
You leaving regardless. I'm not kicking you out.
Give me a hug.
Because I don't want to. You're crazy. You are.
You said leave and I left out. I'm crazy.
Okay, bye. Yo, this nigga is fucking crazy. Yo, y'all. I won't be surprised if that nigga come trying to burn my motherfucking door down. Let me tell y'all what happened, right? I'm mad because me and this nigga in the bed, this nigga going nut. Not even 2 minutes. Put like 2 strokes in, and the nigga going nut. So I'm pissed off. Like, why the fuck you playing with me? Then the nigga gonna fucking nut, and I'm just like, I'm done. I don't want to give me a hug if you love. He said, give me a hug if you love me. Why the fuck you gonna nut that fast? Oh no! Like, I'm pissed off at you.
Okay.
You did bad, bro. You did not complete the mission. I'm pissed off. You wasted my time.
Cause yeah, she ain't do nothing. She ain't do nothing wrong.
Pray for you.
But she did.
Her hair don't look like it was only 2 minutes though. Did you go into it with your hair like that?
Just lay down.
Have you guys followed Scarlett online and stuff?
No, but I see her fan base is so genuine towards her.
Because she is the most genuine celebrity we've ever had.
I'm gonna go look up into her. So I'm not
Just
comparing
like
at all
looked,
because I don't know.
Just like how she looked right there. She has tons of videos, no makeup on. She can't dance. She's trying to dance. Got videos of her doing. But everybody knows she can't dance, but she's still doing them. And she's just 100% just embraces herself.
So okay, because I don't know them. But like, why would we not compare her?
So y'all know who Scarlett is, right?
Why would we not compare her to that? What's the one? Sexy Red? Because ain't Sexy Red?
No, you can't compare them.
No, but so like what? But Sexy Red, just the characteristics of being very, open and down to earth, and that's what all the rappers say they love. Sexy Sexy Red because she's so real and she's like one of the homies and yada yada yada.
Scarlett
I
is
like
like-
Scarlett better in general.
She's like a little sister.
What is Scarlett's song?
She's harmless. She's I'm from this is New York, man.
She's
think
Drew?
I think
No.
that Sexy Red is very gimmicky, and Scarlett is a real
Rapper. Okay.
Sexy Red is
Yep.
an entertainer.
Yep.
And Scarlett is a rapper. I saw something about that yesterday, or was it you that said there needs to be a very good distinction between rappers
yes.
and entertainers.
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
do agree with that
Yeah.
too. And whatever happened to Glorilla? She just
still there.
fell
She's
off
still-
though.
She still got music out.
But she's not like we not hearing it like in general. Like it's just kind of like underground. Like it's interesting to me how these rappers get like literally like this 15 minutes of fame and then they go back to being regular.
But Glorilla was huge when she came out. Wasn't she on all the award shows and all of that stuff?
But that's
Glorilla?
that's her like technically her 15 minutes of fame and then once she wasn't producing anything gimmicky or anything, where'd she go? Why they arresting her?
She should have followed whatever formula they used for Ice Spice. Ice Spice even had a Dunkin' Donuts commercial with Ben Affleck. Did
No,
y'all ever
Ice
see
Spice
that?
is an industry plant.
Like Lil Nas X?
Lil Nas X and Kevin Hart. Ice Spice is definitely industry plant because she's AI.
I watched the Dave Chappelle thing last night when he was talking about Lil Nas X. and I
Tony, look at your screen. You don't see too many artists coming out like this. You don't care.
She's like a just hilarious almost.
It's
Yeah.
realness.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm a real person. I'm not
wow, that's a lot of
whatever. She's organic.
Yeah.
Homegrown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
And her scar lip is kind of cute.
It is kind of cute.
Yeah, it's kind of like that little signature.
The story to why she has a
What is the
scarlet
story?
is
Her brother
freaking
did
wild.
that, right?
Yes, her little brother did that.
Why? He shot her in the mouth?
No, I think
No,
he
they
hit her
got
in the
into
mouth.
an argument and some he threw something at her, smashed up her lip, all kinds
Yeah.
of things. They cool
Ay,
now.
Dios
Yeah.
mío. Ja Rule claps back at haters after announcing his label. Wow, at me though. Announcing new label deal potentially worth $100 million. We'll get to the bag.
Stop it, Mr. Fireman.
Release
Who's giving Ja Rule $100 million for what?
If that is true, rap all you want. Give them because if they giving you $100 million, they like it. So just rap it because that's
Stop it.
crazy. Ja Rule seems excited about his alleged record deal that's potentially worth $100 million.
Damn.
The problem is no one believes it.
Yes.
The former Murder Inc. artist announced on X that his new label deal potentially worth $100 million, embracing the love from his fans while telling his haters to SMD, which translates into suck my D.
I knew that.
Ruled appeared to be responding to the reaction on social media, which wasn't great. Ja Rule doesn't even believe Ja Rule signed a label deal. This is the comments. Ain't nobody saying, hey, turn on that new Ja Rule.
Exactly. Who got $100 million to be like for Ja Rule of all people?
Sir, ask the question again one more time.
Can y'all please give $100 million to Scarlett?
Exactly.
And not Ja Rule.
In a series of tweets, the Put Me On rapper took
He's
aim.
got a Twitter?
Rapper took aim. Y'all are not gonna sit here and disrespect Ja Rule the way you walk, the way you talk.
Ain't Ja Rule 60?
Here's what's needed to be understood for 24. Rule said in an X post, hate is for suckers and D-riding is not a form of transportation. Laugh my ass off. It's getting you nowhere. Stop being goofy and get money. That's what Ja thinks. Adding that he was tired of being a bigger man and introducing his followers to his new side of himself, Petty Murphy. Rule also flexed his Sunrise tour with Carrie Hilson, Maya, and Lloyd. I wouldn't flex that. Which begins in Europe this March. Rule shared footage from one of his performances with an ex-user who doubted that he still has a fan base. He said, you should probably Ja Rule said to him, you should probably STFU. We lit out here. While Maya Lloyd, and
Carrie Hilson.
Hilson.
All of those people have done movies on Tubi as of late, and so I don't believe it.
Sounds like Dancing with the Stars on tour.
It sounds like the first season of American Idol on tour.
While one fan stood by Rule, posting that people know damn well he made every effing hit you grew up listening to.
Right.
Another told the rapper to stop the cap, also tagging 50 Cent. Oh boy. You D riding Goofy, what you tagging that rat for? Oh, Ja Rule, no!
Oh, he said that? Oh, I can't wait till
50 Cent is going to avert his energy from P. Diddy and take some time out of his time.
50 Cent is going to stop touring. Is his tour done?
His tour is done, but he's at the Grand next week, I believe.
Living it up.
Are you a Ja Rule
fan?
Am I what?
Are you a Ja Rule?
Am I what?
I think that Tristan respects that Ja Rule did put out some hits and that we can repeat them to this day. But I do not think that Tristan respects $100 million in a new album. The 47-year-old hasn't specified the terms of his alleged deal, but earlier this week, he announced that he's in album mode over a decade after releasing his 7th album, Pain is Love 2. This is my other question. Same thing. When, after 7 years, you want to release a number 2 of an album. Nicki Minaj came out with her new album. She called it Pink Friday 2. Are there no more names that we can name the album? Like, there's nothing else that can say it?
What is the retirement age for rappers?
There is none.
No.
Why rappers got to retire for?
Jay-Z is 1,000.
He's 60.
What's his name? When we went on the LL Cool J tour.
Yeah, but LL Cool J looks 23.
Grandmaster.
Rappers don't
not
need to
Grandmaster.
retire.
What's his name? The one, Slick Rick.
Slick Rick. You about
Slick Rick. When I watched Slick Rick perform on the stage, I said to my head, Slick Rick don't want to be here.
He is 58 years old.
He's 58. And Slick Rick, literally, I want to keep on calling him Slick Vic because now that's more Slick Vic. Slick Rick, like just walking across the stage, he didn't have have he ever had stage presence?
I don't know. I don't know if he's a performer.
I'm not sure.
Not a performer, more just a
But he's a storyteller.
Amazing storyteller.
So he doesn't necessarily need to entertain. Because there it was so high energy, and then when he came on, even though everybody was rapping, I was like, his hands were literally in his pockets, like one in pocket, one with the mic, and I couldn't take my eyes off of the way that his gold was glistening in the first place, so I maybe didn't hear.
Just bring him a stool and have him.
That's what I'm saying. Like sit down in the back and rap. Like it would have been more visually pleasing.
When I asked about the retirement age for rappers, I more so meant with coming out with new music. I don't mind old rappers coming out and doing tours, performing their old hits, but for rappers coming out with new, what you gonna rap about? You're 47 years old. First of all, I didn't know he was the same age. I thought he was a lot older than me. Second of all, what are you gonna rap about?
So in that defense, I'm not gonna listen to it first of all, but because I feel like you. But they're saying that Nas's last 3 albums that he dropped have been his best, and they have been amazing.
Also, to me, Jay-Z's not the last album, but 444 is one of his best.
So maybe exceptions to the rule.
Killer Mike's last album,
they said it was amazing.
Amazing.
Really?
And incredible.
And who was that? Jeezy. Jeezy's album I enjoyed. I very much enjoyed, and I haven't listened to these. But I agree with both of you.
I have respect for Jeezy.
For a rapper, rapping is their art form. That's their creative space.
Not Jeezy.
And that's their therapy. No,
It wasn't Jeezy.
Jeezy released an album this year.
And somebody else with a J.
Yeah, I don't know. Young.
Not Ja Rule.
Not Ja. Not Young Jock.
See, that's what Nas dropped some classics, and he dropped some new music and stuff. Grandmaster Flash is 65, and Ice-T is 65. Yeah. See, I wouldn't listen to an Ice-T album.
But for the artists, though, they're not going to stop recording music because that's their therapy. Yeah. Even if they don't release it.
And they can make a little bit of money from it, from their hardcore old people fan base.
Everything's streaming anyways. Just anything that goes, he builds a number.
Ice-T is 65.
I just said that. Yeah.
Did you say that? I think that rappers should have other endeavors and businesses set up for like once you
like Will Smith.
Like not like Will Smith, like Ice-T, who is now acting,
who was
or like 50 Cent, who has all of these other business endeavors and all of that stuff.
You.
So things like that, I think that you should
and
do.
all of his
right,
stuff.
yeah. So I don't necessarily think that you should still at 50 be like, I'm gonna come out with a new rap album. I don't want that. I don't think that's my opinion. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very funny. I'm there with you. Cesar Pena. Cesar Pena reportedly considering plea deal in fraud case. Pleading against whom? What are you pleading at? What's your plea?
Plea deal.
Like I'll take 5 years to say that I did it all. Oh, good. DJ Envy's former business partner, Cesar Pena is reportedly considering accepting a plea deal after he was charged with defrauding dozens of real estate investors. In court documents obtained by All Hip Hop, Pena's legal team have asked the judge for extra time as they are negotiating with prosecutors to settle the case. If you're not familiar with Cesar Pena, he is the guy that is associated with DJ Envy, and he was scamming all the people out of the money. Just a little quick recap. In the filing, Pena attorneys say counsel for the parties represented that the additional continuance is necessary for effective preparation and to permit the parties to attempt to resolve this case prior to indictment and thereby avoiding a trial. So he's going to try to avoid the trial, cop a plea, probably end up having to pay $300 million.
If you go to trial,
it's a wrap. He's going to go into the jailhouse.
Yeah. Well, I mean, isn't there... Don't we feel like he's going to jail either way? It's just depending on how long he's gonna go for.
Or he can do like a probation with community service.
It depends. A lot of these, this is a blue collar crime. You know,
white collar crime.
White collar crime. You might get on probation. You know, a lot of these, you know, they're not necessarily. Probably do a year jail, something like that.
And some restitution.
Yeah, restitution. Of course, restitution.
Definitely restitution. And he ain't gonna have no money after that. Bow Wow responds to backlash over disgusting attack on his baby mother. He did say, I wish my baby mother would die.
Oh, damn.
Segue. So did I tell you guys that I watched a YouTube show with Bow Wow was the star, and it was like 20 rapper plus 20 or something like that. It's a YouTuber, very famous YouTuber. His name is Avery B or something like that. And I watched the whole 32 minutes of the YouTube clip, and it was insanity. Like, do you understand what ghetto insanity is? It was just random chicks that were pulled off the street to potentially have a date with Bow Wow, and they had to do all these series of things. And Bow Wow got unsippedly drinking tequila, and was just talking foolishness the whole time. And I was just so embarrassed because you're old.
Yeah. How old is Bow Wow?
How old is Bow Wow?
Bow Wow about 36.
That's it?
Oh, he
about my age, yeah.
Really? Oh yeah, that's supposed to be true.
Oh
but
he was
yeah,
just a little baby the other day. Look, he's a man now.
Yeah, he's 36 years old. Wow. Did you know that Sierra was 38?
Really?
She's a young girl, and Soulja Boy is only 33 years old. Well, Soulja Boy started when he was like 12, right? Yeah.
He's how old? 33?
33.
Oh.
So in this Bow Wow situation, Bow Wow has responded after being heavily criticized for wishing violence on Olivia Skye, who is the mother of his son. In a since deleted Instagram post on Wednesday, January 3rd, the rapper and actor wrote, and I quote, "I wish my baby mother got ran over by a Mack truck."
Oh, wow.
Clarifying that his statement was intended for Skye and not Joey, with whom he shares 12-year-old daughter. He added, "Not Joey, the bum bitch y'all don't know."
Oh, wow.
He made it specifical so that y'all can see. Bow Wow received huge backlash for making the comment, which was reposted on Instagram by the Shade Room, with one person saying, "That's disgusting and very ignorant thing to say about the mother to your kid." Another critic said, "Why would you say that about your child's mother, their primary caretaker?" Someone else said, "To wish harm on your child's mother is some of the sickest shit. Like, this is weak as F." No cool points, trying to be funny. And comedian and YouTuber Funny Marker also remarked, "It's been 3 days, 3 hours, and 6 minutes, and to the New Year's, Shad Moss, what's going on?" Because it's true. Why are you doing that? So Lil Mama also called out the Like Mike Star for his malicious comment, writing, "I wasn't in my right mind when I wrote this. They all bums, crying face emoji. Nah, Happy New Year. Shad Mouse, grow up, dead ass, be for real." I agree.
Do you think Bow Wow, because you just said that Bow Wow was really, really drunk on something else, do you think that he was very, very
It
drunk
had
when
to.
he did
Like,
that?
and then when he does get drunk, he starts literally talking foolishness on there. Like, he was just talking like, what would your big sex position and thing like that. And like, it was crazy. Yeah, it is that. It was just like, it was
Bow Wow,
really disheartening
Kevin
to
Hart.
watch.
I mean, Bow Wow, Cat Williams,
Napoleon.
and one more person. They all got the same thing.
Kevin Hart, you don't think Kevin Hart?
Tory
is
Lanez.
man?
No, Tory Lanez. That's who I was thinking about. That's why I got him confused.
Cat
With
Williams
short.
gave his opinion on Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion too on his thing, but I can't. I
I saw that yesterday.
What did he say?
Did I see that?
Thank you. Well, y'all know who I was talking about. I love it.
What did he say about that?
Let me see. I'm trying to find Cat Williams on Megan Thee Stallion. I saw him. I didn't see that. I saw him talking about the Taraji Henson situation.
Oh, okay.
And he pretty much said in that it's like it sucks that like we ride so much on the Tyler Perry's back to be able to be an activist for black actors and whatever. And he was like, it's too much for him. Different things have to happen. Like it needs more. We need more people to help.
Yeah.
So I don't know what. Yes, I don't know. I don't know.
What did he say about Ludacris? What did Cat Williams say about Ludacris' wife?
That he called Ludacris' wife a light-skinned, ugly-faced,
funny-faced woman.
Yes, it was like ugly face. It was
why,
harsh.
Why did he say that about Ludacris?
He said that him and Ludacris went to Nuxie, right? That's my girl.
Yeah.
He said that him and Ludacris went to a Illuminati meeting together, and in order. And one of them had to sacrifice their sideburns and facial hair, and the other one didn't. And the other one married a ugly faced, light skinned woman. So
she's gorgeous.
She's absolutely gorgeous.
Amazing.
So I don't know how that is. I don't know. Megan Williams on The Stallion and Tory Lanez. Let's see.
Kevin Hart responded on The Breakfast Club. Breaking news.
Let's get to that, and I'll play what he said about
He pop Meg Thee Stallion. Check out this next clip.
Nobody's not going to tell the truth, and the truth has got to be told. In all circumstances, the truth has got to be told. So if you don't want to say she shot her, then you shot her, and that's the end of that.
Yeah.
And period. He said a whole minute more, but I don't feel like we have to, because why you went to jail for 10 years for somebody you didn't shoot? Why you calling out everybody and calling out the judicial system and all the things, and you don't want to say that you didn't shoot her and that somebody else did?
You've been saying that ever since the beginning of the.
You are a singer.
Yeah.
Sing like a bird.
Yeah.
And say who did it. And if it was Kelsey, say Kelsey did it, not me.
Right.
She's not on trial here, so you don't even have to. All you got to do is cause some doubt in the juror's mind, and that's what's gonna happen.
Didn't Kelsey have immunity? Right.
So he could have definitely blamed her, and nothing was gonna happen to her.
Right. You talking about you didn't do it, but you ain't telling us who did do it. Therefore, you did it, like Cat Williams said.
Bum.
Period. I agree.
Period. Oh, so did you find it? The Cat Williams
I don't.
He said about Ludacris. I have it here. He said. One of those persons turned out to be, one of us had to go, what does it say? No, Williams responded. They asked if he was related to Ludacris. And he says, no, there was a crossroads where we both were invited to Illuminati thing. And it had to be one of the other of us, and decisions had to be made. So it was both of us. We were equal. One of us had to cut off all their hair and couldn't do the sideburn thing no more with the points. And the next person, they said, was going to get $200 million because they were going to pay him $10 million to a movie to do 20 movies. And that's how the conversation happened. Clarifying, who he claimed took the deal, he went on. He said one of those persons turned out to be Ludacris, and the other person turned out to be Cat Williams. Williams then took things a step further by saying one person ended up with a light-skinned, ugly-faced wife, adding that it's part of what you give. It's part of what they give you. Oh, so they gave him this wife. He said, I didn't get it. I'm not mad about it.
So he says that there's 8 people or 7 comedians or in a part of this group that have all been given the same thing.
It's Illuminati.
Light-skinned wives. And then somebody went, the internet did the research and found out that all of those comedians all have very light-skinned wives.
Yeah, because it was Steve Harvey. What is Cedric the Entertainer's wife light-skinned too?
I don't think Cedric. I don't know if he was. Maybe it's Steve Harvey. It was Kevin Hart. It was
Ludacris. Entertainers. You said not rappers. Okay.
I don't know.
Cedric got a nice black wife, Lerna Wales.
Then
nice
she wasn't in there. They did post up all of the time. All of the light skin. I was like, oh, that's so true. That's so true.
Oh, well, Cedric wife, she black. That's nice.
All right.
That's nice. Cause
she looked like a nice black woman that makes collard greens like me.
The rest of them look like they got Kanye wife.
You did make a good collard green.
But you're right. You made them one time, and now you the collard green.
No,
of the
you
world.
could be the collard green lady. You did that.
Thank you. Stop, girl, stop. But we are up against our time, and I think that we are done. I think that's all we. Oh no, I lied. I'm lying. Christina Aguilera postpones Las Vegas show due to illness, and that is sad. And
because I like Mia Xtina. that little girl's got a big voice inside of her.
Oh, it's right here in our stories. Did you guys put it in there?
Where'd it go?
So, full episode of Kevin Hart. What did Kevin Hart say? Like, I don't need to be overtly homosexual, but I'm homosexual, right? It doesn't. Kevin Hart says, gotta get that anger up out here, champ. It's honestly sad. In the meantime, please enjoy my movie trailer to my next film, A Lift, which will be dropping on Netflix in 8 days. There's a moment in the trailer where somebody says, they really love you. I now know she's talking about Kat. Mark your calendars, world. This one is going to be special. And very smart move to use Kat Williams and then making sure that they get your response to market your film. Yeah. And that's the type of shit that makes me know that Kevin Hart is out here for real. You got to use that. He's got a good marketer and a good PR person.
I like a good marketer and a good PR.
Me too. And then last but not least, Jonathan Majors' book, Good Morning America. He got a book 3 weeks after guilty verdict in Marvel ouster. So Jonathan Majors has booked his first interview since being found guilty. Being found guilty on Good Morning America next week. What is this thing that says this? ABC News Live Prime anchor Lindsay Davis speaks with Majors in an interview airing Monday, January 8th, 3 weeks after the actor was found guilty of assaulting and harassing his ex-girlfriend, Grace Jabari. He was swiftly dropped from his recurring Marvel Studio role as a villain king. The 2-week trial ended with Majors convicted of 1 count of assault and 1 count of harassment, while acquitting him of 2 other counts of assault and aggravated harassment. And it came from Majors was arrested on domestic abuse allegations back in 2023. Majors' interview will come nearly a month ahead of his scheduled sentencing on February 6th. What is his sentencing going to be? Like a community service, right?
I hope so.
Hell yeah.
I would hope that he wouldn't get anything.
Because in America, they could definitely put him, they were like 5 years for a white woman's tears. That's what you get. I saw her cry. You did it. 5 years.
Literally.
Drag you from the back of a truck. Like crazy.
Chase him all through the town.
Chased him for miles and miles and miles. How come that wasn't harassment?
Exactly.
Yes, like Steve is hard on crime. Yes, you are, Steven. Yes, you are. Well, that concludes our information in our show today. There is Pam Pam comes back up with you guys at 1 o'clock from 1 to 3 Feel Good Fridays. Well, she most likely will have one of our amazing business owners on and some lovely music. So make sure you guys tune in to Feel Good Fridays with Pam Pam from 1 to 3. Right after that, it's more music, more news, and more things. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. Saucy and Friends in the morning. Rockstone, Triz, Miss Tony B. Knowin, and Hot Sauce. We are out of here. See you on Monday.
Bye.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Turn it on. Turn it up.
SparkFM.com.